What's happening, guys? GC5K101 here, and welcome to the third round of the 2013 European Formula Facebook. First of all, hope you guys liked the logo made it myself. Pretty much all the graphics featured in this video and all the thumbnails and images pretty much are made by myself on Photoshop. So yep. As you may have noticed, I haven't posted the Malaysian round of the European Formula Facebook because I couldn't make the race. I was too busy that day with work. But I've managed to get the top 10 results and the current standings of the Drivers' Championship and the Constructors. So let's look at the top 10 from Malaysia. So big congratulations to Dan Spill in 1986 in the Ferrari, who took his first win of the season, getting the full 25 points. Second place is Diminar, my teammate, who finished second. Third, a brilliant race from Raptor 1995 Curtis and Toro Rosso. Fourth is Chalamo in the Force India. Fifth is Johnny James 16, who is now a permanent driver for the Ferrari. Sixth is Kyle Petty 18 in the McLaren. Seventh is Nathan B007 in the Williams. 8th is Exide Darls in the McLaren. 9th is Street-Monster 4 in the Mercedes AMG. Who is the reserve driver in the league and is now was banned from China for causing a collision. He finished 9th, and 10th is Farthba in the Lotus. So the Constructors' Championship, well, the Drivers' Championship actually looks like this. First is Dan Spill in 1986 with 37 points in the Ferrari. Second is my teammate Diminar in the Mercedes with 36 points, so only one point separating the first and second. Third is Formula F1 Boss 55 in the Red Bull with 25 points, which is matched by 4th place man of Raptor 1995 Curtis and Toro Rosso again with 25 points. This Shalamo is 5th in the Force India with 20 points, and Kev 187 and Lotus is 6th with 15. 7th is Jamie James 16 in the Ferrari with 10 points, and Street Monster 4 with the reserve driver with 9 points. 9th is Kyle Perry 18 in McLaren with 8 points, and 10th is Nathan B007 in the Williams with 6. 11th is Exide Darls in the McLaren with 4 points, and 12th is myself in the Mercedes with 4 points. 13th is Farthba in the Lotus with 2 points. 4th and 14th is Formula 1 Luke in Toro Rosso with 1 point. And to finish off the Drivers' Championship, 3 drivers with 0 points is Baxter 1986 Ian in the Force India. 16th is the Rage-86 in the Williams. And 17th is Lando Champ 2005 in the Red Bull with 0 points. Now the Constructors look like this. After Malaysia, Ferrari is in the lead with 53 points. The second is Mercedes AMG with 40 points. Third is Toro Rosso with 26 points. The fourth is Red Bull with 25 points. So look at that, Toro Rosso in front of Red Bull. Bloody hell. Force India in front of Lotus with 20 points. Lotus with 17 points in 6th. McLaren with 12 points in 7th, and Williams with 8 in 8th place with 0 points. So yet to go off the mark for Williams. So let's look at my qualifying lap for the Chinese Grand Prix of the European Formula Facebook. So we just came in at the hairpin and we sent my fastest lap, which mixed last corner, braking a 50 metre back. Very good apex there. And as we start, hopefully which will be my second flying lap, and currently fourth, went past the Toro Rosso. They're braking at the 50 metre board, trying to keep the brake and the throttle as beautifully as I can. It's a really tough corner to get like turn 2 and 3, and you really get when you get that right. So anyway, as we go in this fast right-hander, braking at the 100 metre board. First gear, beautiful kiss to the apex there, and not that far off first place, so this could be pole position. as we go into the fast left and right hander. Possibly it could be a chicane, and it went a bit wide there, so we would compromise by exit. But so as we go into second gear into this double left hander, compromise my exit there, and I would get a bit of a slip sheen as we go past the Williams there, and I lose 1/10 of a second as we go into looks like kind of a repeat of turn 1, 2 and 3 into the third sector. Long right hander, DRS open as soon as you go out into that corner. One of the longest straights in the Formula 1 at the moment. Revving at 7th gear, 210 miles an hour, braking 100 meter board. Very easy to go run wide here, but I managed to do it absolutely perfectly. Ran wide a bit there, so it lost me some time. Braking at the 50 meter board, didn't hit the apex, compromised my exit as we are going across the line, and we finish 4th for the second race in a row. So let's look at the qualifying results for the 2013 Chinese Grand Prix. Now, unfortunately, I only managed to get the top 12 and not the full 16 drivers for qualifying. But anyway, let's go for top 12 anyway. So in pole position is Demonar, my teammate, with 134.926, followed by Dan Spell in 1986, the Ferrari with 135.214, which is nearly 3/10 of a second slower than Demonar. Third place is Kev 187, the Lotus with the 135.481. Fourth is Lando Champ 2005 in Red Bull with the 135.651. So Red Bull isn't that good in China. Anyway, fifth is Fourth Blend and Lotus with 135.736, followed by myself with the GT Falcon 786. But the time one in the Mercedes was 135.863. Seventh is XI Dars in McLaren, and this is unbelievable. He says fastest lap time in the prime tires with the 135.864. That's 1,000th of a second separating myself and XI Dars, which is pretty remarkable. I was in the softs and he was in the mediums, so it was pretty good lap time for himself. 8th place is Hamilton, number one fan, who's in the Red Bull with the time of 136.428. And 9th is Raptor 1995 Curtis in Toro Rosso with a 136.443. 10th is Cal Perry with 18 with the time 137.071, which is round about 6/10 slower than the Toro Rosso. And the last two places in top 12 is Formula 1 Luke and the Toro Rosso. There was time 137.187, and Digital Arm of the Force India with a time of 137.576. So, race day. So we're on the grid. Top two drivers, pole position is my teammate Demonar in first, and the Ferrari there in second, and myself in 6th place. And we wait for the 5 lights to go on to signal the start of the Chinese Grand Prix, and the 5 lights are now going out. Who will take the lead into the first corner? The lights are on, the way we go, and it's a pretty good start for myself. Trying to juice in first, but I've got XI Dars who had another better start than me. And as we go into the first corner, the first band, the mirror shot to go side to side, and it looks like a Ferrari, and Lowe's went right there. That's spelling 86 and the Cap 187 went a bit wide there, and I go right as well. It's not gone well for me at all. And I've got a Curtis trying to fight me in the Toro Rosso there, and well, that has not worked for me whatsoever. And I am now in 11th, chasing down 10th place man of Kev 187. And I've got the Toro Rosso there, ooh, but just bashing me out slightly there. And that makes me drops me up to 12th place, and actually into 11th place then, because that Force India driver just bashed me out, and he bashed himself out as well. And I'm chasing the 10th place man XI Dars. He runs a bit wide out, so I go for the end of the cup, but he's got a bit more traction apparently than me out there. So we're going in the double left-hander in one of the many straights in this track. The last part of the second sector Now we enter the third sector, about 2/10 of a second separating us. Me and XIR are pretty much nothing. And it looks like Demon are the pole position man who has lost connection. Yep, apparently has a dodgy connection, and he is struggles to sometimes connecting to the lobby. Bit of a shame. So it's down to me to gain the series some good points, and I break pretty late there, and XI does go for the undercard. He makes it. He's up to 8 and I'm up to 9, overtaking the race, but will he go around the inside of me? He's looking for it, but he gives up with a very good play there for the Vage there. He's never gonna make that, but he goes right anyway. And it looks like Carbon 87 is behind me, I think, isn't he? Or was it Dance Biller? I think it's Dance Biller, and 986 is behind me. No, it isn't. It's XI Dars. No, it's Dance Biller 986 now, and we are now chasing Raptor 995 cars and the Toro. So me and him are good mates, and we are battling with each other. And the Ferrari's trying to prance me from behind, like what he did in Australia. And is he going to go around for the inside or go a bit wide, so it will give him a chance, but I think he had a bit more traction in him apparently even there. So we are now going into the double left hand, not double, it's a long left and right hander. Tricky right hander, he's trying to go in the inside, but is he going to make it? No, he won't by the undercut. Not that won't really work either for him, so the double left hander, run the straight. And we are now going into the third sector. Still trying to battle with Raptor 995 Curtis. We're going into the DRS straight, but which will not be DRS activated until the next lap. This is lap 2 out of 28. It's a 50% race. All races in this league are 50% length. So we are slipstreaming the Toro, and it looks like I've got a better top speed package, which is giving me. So while I make the slipstream, is gonna break late. I'm gonna go on the inside, but he gives me a bit too much space there, and he locks up as well. And he goes wide, and I am up to 6th place ahead of Dance Bell in 1986 and the Toro. So of Raptor 995 Curtis. I went a bit wide there out the last corner. And we are now going into the third lap. The DRS is now enabled, and it's a pretty good lap, faster lap there from Jamie James 16 with 139.711, and I go wide into the turn 1 and 2 again. Gone horribly wrong for me, and I nearly crashed into no way. I could spin around and hit the barrier and break Parma front ring. And well, wouldn't really affect me too much in terms of aerodynamics, but will affect me in terms of track position. And I'm back into 12th place, so all that hard work on me trying to recover, and it looks like I actually came to place there because Calipari 18 is having serial problems, and he does retire later on in the race, as you may see. So lap 3, P11, and it looks like a Williams, oh, nearly hit him there, and need to be 007. And B has some really good battles, which did end slightly wrong, but yeah, anyway, I'll show you later. So yep, me and Nathan are battling into the double left-hander. I go a bit wide, but which should let me have a bit more traction, but it didn't really help me at all, and he is actually going away from me. I've got plenty of cars to use in the DRS tree, and I will have DRS because I'm half a second behind him. About 2 car lengths between us, well, actually 3 now, and I will have DRS. Well, I used the cars, only used a quarter of what I had, so we now have got DRS now. So will I have enough slipstream, and will I have enough top speed? I am maxed at 110. Will I go in for the inside? No, I didn't brake late enough to go for it, and it's safe to say that was a pretty safe position not to brake too late. And Calipari does retire there, destroys his car, he's fed up with the steering wheel, and he's going to annihilate all of Logitech staff. Anyway, into P9 actually, XI Dars, and I think it was Dance Bell in 1986 pitted for their drive-through penalty. And actually it looks like a Ferrari is in front of me there, so I don't really know what's happening. Anyway, still in P9, trying to gain a position on Nathan B007 in the Williams, and it looks like I'm gaining into the second sector. A right hand hairpin. A late defensive block there, but it works for him. And we are now going into the double Oh, this keeps in doubles. No double. Is it left and right hander? A long, a couple of corners here. And I go a bit wide. I always do this. China's one of my hardest tracks in Formula 1, I would say, to get right. And I go wide and double it left hander again. So we are trying to gain on Nathan and the Williams in front of me. I will have DRS as a 4/10 of a second separating him, and I'm trying to go around the inside there, but it did not work at all. And as we go into the DRS, we go past the DRS detection point there, and I am in the range to get him, and he knows of it, and he'll never. Well, he's trying to block me. He's trying to weave left and right, trying to block me, but it's not gonna work because I've got slipstream now. He's still trying to block me, and I hit him there, and he does go a bit wide because of that, but he didn't break. Late enough, I would say, to make that corner. So yeah, he did. He didn't actually lose that much position. He's still 9th, so looked like a genuine overtake. But anyway. Lap 13 where I see my old battle partner, not partner, but you know what I mean, my old enemy. I don't even know, but yep, we're back with Nate B trying to fight him for 11th spot. So yep, and let's have a go to see if we can go. So we've got him, so we were done the straight before the third sector. We're now entering the third sector, breaking a 100-meter board, hit the apex beautifully there. We're second gear, and gradually increasing the throttle well, not to spin our car. We're now in the DRS straight. We're about half a second separates us. I will have DRS, yes I will. On straight away, use all my cares. Maxing at 210 miles an hour, and I'm slightly going near, and I'm drawn very close to him, and we nearly touch and nearly clip him. He goes a bit wide, I go a bit wide, but I get a bit more traction. So I'm gaining, actually, I'm gaining slightly. He goes up, blocked up, and he's spin. I hit him and we spin round, and I get a penalty, and I will get a drive-through penalty. He breaks the front wing and he heads to the pits, but luckily the pits are pretty much across the road. I mean, there's pits right there. Yeah, they are. And so he doesn't lose much time. He does have to do a full lap without a front wing. But I have to do a lap and then pit, so I'm going to pit for my drive-through penalty in this lap. Well, the lap starts with going right for the billionth time in turn 1 and 2. So I pit for my drive-through penalty, and I pretty much finished 11th in the race. So I had pretty much at the end of the race had a pretty average race, you could say. They had this pretty good battle with a few people at the start. I had a few spins here and there. During the middle of the race, I had a really good battle with Nate B and the Williams, which obviously ended with the drive-through penalty. But I would say that was probably a racing incident. It was nobody's, well, it was both mine and Nate B's fault from my side of the story. I would say that I was going much faster through the last corner than Nathan, and he was going a lot slower than me, and I never realized this, and I tried to duck down the inside of the corner to avoid him, but I turned him too late. I hit him, flipped him on the left rear of his car. He spun round, I spun round. He broke his front wing, but luckily the pits were across the track from there, so he just dived across the track and into the pit lane. He replaced the front wing, and I dived into the pits a lap later to serve my drive-through penalty. But I would put my hands up and say that yes, I did deserve the drive-through penalty, and so I just need to be a bit more careful next time. But yep, I would just say well done to NB for a pretty good battle, and well, yeah, good battle to Nathan. So without any further ado, let's get on with the race results after China and the drivers and the constructors championship after round 3. So in the race results for China, again messed up the race results, so only managed to get the top 12, and once again, but hopefully I'll get it sorted for Bahrain. So big congratulations to Jamie James 16 and the Ferrari, who got the full 25 points, and he is the base winner in China. Second and third is covered by the Lotus, both Lotus drivers of Kev 187 and Fatba. Kev got 18 points and Fatba got 15 points. Lando Champ 2005 in the Red Bull got 12 points, and Dan Spiller 1986 in the Ferrari got 10 points. He was in a bit of trouble with Kev 187 at the start after that spin, and Dan Spiller got a driver's penalty but didn't lose too many places, unlike myself. 6th place is Hamilton, number 1 fan in the Red Bull. Apparently he is a reserve driver covering for F1 Boss 55, so he gets 8 points in the championship. 7th is Digital Ammo in the Force India with 6 points. 8th is Raptor 1995 Curtis in the Toro Rosso with 4 points. 9th is Formula 1 Luke in the Toro Rosso again with 2 points, and to wrap up the points finishers as Excite Dars and McLaren with 1 point. And 11, 12, 13, 14, and the 0 point finishers is himself, GT5 King 76 in the Mercedes with 0 points, and Nightwalker 2014 in the Force India with 0 points, and Demonar and Cal Perry 18 also finished did not finish, so they get 0 points. So let's look at the Drivers' Championship after round 3. Dan Spiller 1986 is still ahead of Demonar with 47 points, and Demonar is second with 36 points. Very close behind him is Jamie James 16 in the Ferrari with 35 points, and 4th is Kev 187 in the Lotus with 33 points. 5th is Raptor 1995 Curtis in the Toro Rosso with 29 points, and 6th is Digital Ammo in Force India with 26 points. 7th is F1 Boss 55 Red Bull, but didn't make China. Hopefully he'll make Bahrain. He's with 25 points, and 8th is Fatba in the Lotus with 19 points. 9th is Lando Champ 2005 in the Marussia, which is supposed to actually be in Red Bull, apologies for that. In Red Bull with 12 points, and 10th to wrap up the top 10 and is Cal Perry 18 in the McLaren with 8 points. 11th is Hamilton, number one fan in Red Bull, you traitor, with 8 points again. And 12th is Nathan B777 the Williams with 6 points. 13th is Excite Dars with in the McLaren with 5 points, and myself with King 76 in the Mercedes with 4 points. And to wrap up the championship is 15th place man Formula 1 Luke in the Toro Rosso with 3 points. So very close for the bottom 10, well not bottom 10, bottom 5 of the grid. So let's hope that, well, myself can make it up to hopefully top 10, that's my target, top 10 in the championship. So the Constructors' Championship after round 3 in China. Ferrari is still ahead of the Lotus with 88 points and a healthy lead there. Lotus is second with 50 points, and Mercedes is third with 40 points. Red Bull is fourth with 33 points, and Toro Rosso is fifth with 32 points, so very close between the Red Bull owned teams. 6th is Force India with 26 points. 7th is McLaren with 13 points, and Williams 8 with finally off the marks with 6 points. So all to play for. Still all to play for the title of the 2013 European Formula Facebook Champion. So the next race is in Bahrain, and it should be a pretty good race. And I know like everybody's been saying that we need more clean racing, guys, we need more clean racing, but to be honest, Bahrain is more of a handling track. I mean, Malaysia and China were more of a speed track. I mean, the fast drivers. I mean, it's a fast track. Fast tracks in Malaysia and China. But Bahrain is more about handling, and this is where we could see more crashes. Hopefully we won't see too many. Hopefully the drivers will behave themselves. Hopefully I'll behave myself. I have to say that. And also I've got a big announcement that I'll be live streaming the race on my Twitch channel, GT5 King 101. The link will be in the description below, and I'll also be posting the link for the live streaming software XSplit Broadcaster, really good free to use software, and it'll just help you stream onto Twitch and unfortunately not onto YouTube. I just managed to find that out. So yeah, I'll post the links down in the description below for the leagues, Facebook, Twitter and website links, and also my Twitter and my Twitch. And if you want to add me on my PSN JT101, I'll be doing lobbies every night with some friends, and only good drivers. You're looking for good drivers to go onto these lobbies. If you see any bad drivers, you'll simply get kicked off the lobby, and if you see you again in the lobby, you'll get kicked again. So please, if you want to enter, you're free to enter, but please be good drivers, okay? So that's pretty much that. Wednesday will be the first round in Bahrain of the 2013 European Formula Facebook. Both championships are still open to pretty much anyone. I've got a lot of catching up to do, and we hope that you'll see us for the live stream. So yep, thanks for watching. It's been GT5King 101, and I'll see you later.